Insane value. Pity coming to every banner in Dokkan. How's it, everybody? Celtic Link here. We're back for another Dokkan battle video. In today's video, we have a special announcement from this morning's producer letter. That's right. We had a new producer letter on Global and JP Dokkan that introduced not only a crazy new EZA, make sure you guys check out the video on the details for the EZA, Gogeta, and Janemba. Link will be in the description down below. But they also made a surprising new announcement for all of the Dokkan Fest coming forward after this worldwide download celebration. And that is that all Dokkan Fests, monthly Dokkan Fests, will now begin to follow the format of the new Legendary Summon format. And that is basically the I don't know why they won't call it that, but this is basically the pity format that was introduced with on Global with the LR Triku, and on JP with the LR Ribrianne Trio. So basically what that means is that for 7 rounds, right, you get 3 multi summons for 7 rounds only, and during each of those 3 multis that you do, on the 3rd multi, right, so every 150 stones, you have a guaranteed featured character from the Dokkan Festival banner. To add on to that, you will be issued specific coins dedicated to the specific banner, the pity coins, that you can then trade for the new character, right? So that is more or less, without saying it, we have pity for Dokkan Fest. And I told everybody this was going to come. You know, everybody was worried that they were only going to leave it with the introduction of yellow coins just to entice people to pull on yellow coins. And then they went a step further and introduced it on the worldwide campaign banners, albeit a bit high. The cost is 500 coins on the worldwide banners, but that's because they are premium LRs. Now, with this, we can safely assume that they note that this will be the same as the Legendary Carnival format, or not Carnival format, but the Legendary Summon format. That we can safely assume that means that new Dokkan Fest will cost the same as a Legendary Yellow Coin LR, meaning you can anticipate about 200 coins requirement for the Dokkan Fest UR. This is huge. This is big, right? Just yesterday, we put out a video about how you need to save. Skip just about every banner that you can and begin saving for Global and anniversary. And that is, you know, as they confirm in this producer letter, just a few months away come February timeframe. So we're not that far away from the anniversary. So you don't really want to be spending stones. Now that we have a little more incentive to do so, right? If a character pops up between now and the 10th anniversary, it's not so bad. It's not too big of an ask to go into a banner, right? One of the main reasons I say people stay clear of the banners in the lead up to the anniversary is because, you know, you don't want to find yourself going, you know, 1,000, 1,500 stones into getting a Dokkan Fest UR. Well, now you don't have to worry about that, because not only are you getting a chance at a guaranteed featured every 3 multis, you have 200 coins to get the new character. So if you're someone who is interested in anything that drops now and then, this is going to be really beneficial to you, because you won't have to spend as much. As while 200 coins does equate to about 1,000 stones, the reality is, right, for 200 coins, depending on the amount of extra SSRs you pull that can be traded, that number can get as low as 300, right? To give you an example, right, if we look at, you know, Cell Max, right, who just released the Cell Max card. It's the wrong card, by the way. It's the boss card, but the point is, right, Cell Max took me closer to the 900 mark, right, because I didn't quite pull as many extra SSRs to trade in. So it took me nearly the whole amount. Versus, you know, a character like Ginyu, who 300 stones is what it took. That's how many extra SSRs I pulled. 300 stones plus the tickets, which give coins, is what it took for me to get one copy of the Ginyu, right, through the pity coin. So honestly, it can work really well for you, or you might have to go to full pity, which is 1,000 or less, right? Probably going to be a lot less. You'll never quite hit the exact 1,000 because of trading, but it's really helpful, right? Like I said, if between now and then there is a banner that you are interested in because it introduces a character that you've just been dying to have in game, then it's not so bad. I mean, I just the way I think about it, this is like, if this format was here, like imagine, like in my case, for Super Trunks, right? This format introduced on Super Trunks would have been great for savers during the lead up and in the beginning of the year for New Year's celebration, right? Remember, he was New Year's on global, so would have been much better for saving. Another thing to consider, right, is that the next banner for us is going to probably, right, like if we look at last year, right, this was last year's October banner in JP, which included God Goku, which was the returning Saiyan unit. There's a good chance the next October Dokkan Fest returns Vegeta. So knowing not only could you coin Vegeta if you needed him, but you could also have a shot at pulling him on one of your guaranteed featured steps, which is really, really good because that Tech Vegeta is incredibly powerful. So it is something you might want to consider pulling up. So I just wanted to throw that out there. Now, I do want to note that this isn't going to be for every Dokkan festival. They specifically note that large-scale campaigns like Worldwide Celebration, Anniversary, etc. will not be included in this change, and that is due to them having their own format, as we already saw with Worldwide Download Celebration. It does mention Dokkan Thank You celebrations. Now, this is interesting because that is our name for Tanabata, right? Which we don't usually celebrate, as that is connected to a holiday in Japan. Although, knowing moving forward that Tanabata will be shared, right, in July, since we will be having Anniversary in February, I'm assuming it just means like this isn't applicable to a campaign like that, which is, right, where we would get an LR instead of a TUR. So it'll have its own rules, right? We've already seen the rules for Dokkan Fest LRs, right? So 500 coins, right? As well, they mentioned Saiyan Day campaigns and dual Dokkan Fests excluded. So we may get specific details on how they'll handle a big campaign like Saiyan Day. Like, I think it depends on how much they value the unit, so it could mean that it could end up costing more, but still having its own version of pity. And then same with dual Dokkan Fests. I'm assuming because they have typically dual Dokkan Fests on global are associated with those multi-summon tickets. There's a good chance that that's why they're not doing it, because you're getting those tickets after every multi. So, I mean, just throwing out there that there are some exclusions, but basically your monthly TURs will have this. So really, really exciting stuff. Excited to see how it plays out as we move into whatever the October Dokkan Fest brings us. So guys, that is it for the video. If you like the video, make sure you hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you have not already, and in the comments down below, let us know how hyped are you to finally have pity on TURs and Dokkan. This is probably one of the biggest news drops they've made in a huge while, and it definitely makes, I mean, as a content creator, it's going to make my life significantly easier, so I'm happy for it. Just want to know what your guys' thoughts are in the comments down below. Otherwise, guys, as always, thanks for watching, and aloha.